Lontis, Lontis.
Perfect. So let me hit the record button. I know we're so wow, here we are again. I am so thrilled to be having another interview. This is one of the things I love about our upcoming event, the 7th Media Magic Sales and Marketing Intensive, is that we have some of the most incredible individuals that are coming to play, participate, and brain tithe and help and support those of you with a message or a mission or somewhere that you want to make an impact and want to learn how to do it easily and easy on the pocketbook, easy on the effort. And I feel like this woman is really a trailblazer and helping a lot of individuals globally get their message out to the world. This woman is here from Australia, which I'm so, Toni, thank you so much for joining me today. I know that it's so beautiful that you are committed to people globally. Thank you. I want to make sure I introduce you properly, but I want to say thank you for being here
Oh, Shannon, it's
and
my
all that you.
pleasure.
So Toni is an international TV and radio host, best-selling co-author, speaker, visionary. She quietly entered the entrepreneur world in 2019, post-publication of her memoir, Resilience. After 35 years in nursing, from medical practice to running her own nurse consultancy company, Toni wanted to write a book. She wanted to talk about what it takes to heal from dysfunction and trauma in her own life to create a heart-centered impact and help heal others. With the publication of the book came an audiobook production, and Toni was introduced to the power of the spoken word. Isn't that so true, Toni? That's like media magic.
Definitely.
A chance conversation led to a meeting with an American media company, and radio Toni was born. And from these humble beginnings grew a love of interviewing businesses and people about life, business, and the universe. Now she has multi-live streaming TV, radio shows, and a series of co-hosted business shows on different platforms based on in the US and broadcasting to the world. We are so honored. She is on our media panel. And this has been one of our signature pieces that was brought in by Geo Roper a number of years ago, where we bring in experts like you, Toni, to really share like what's going on in the marketplace and how do we, how do we pitch you our story? Like what do you want to see and what do you want to hear? And also to be able to ask those questions that sometimes are in their heart about that show. So thank you so much, Toni. Anything else, like anything else that I'm sitting here going, you normally ask, well, what got you started in this? But we kind of shared that. Tell us like what's going on in the world
So,
of broadcasting for you.
I have to say, Shannon, thank you. It's lovely to be here this morning. It's a delight to get to talk to you from Australia and get the time zones that are kind of okay. It's really lovely. I love talking to Shannon, audience, and she's a very special person in my life and in my business. Getting started in media, and I'm talking non-traditional media, so people have an idea about what media is. And I want to challenge people going forward to think of media differently. So you do realize that social media is part of the media sphere, that YouTube, that the over-the-top channels and networks are all part of the media landscape. Now, Shannon does an amazing job within traditional media and getting you noticed via her wonderful, amazing PR pieces. And I think that traditional media is changing. And I know that where I work in what I call non-traditional land, the combination of working as Shannon does in traditional and creating your own content in a non-traditional area is the way to go in the future. So I don't know if people realize that as technology increases, people have more choice over what content they watch. So we're not actually beholden to traditional channels like Fox and CNN and etc., etc. We have choice around what we watch, and more people are discovering that in non-traditional, that's streaming media, video on demand, pay-per-view, the OTT. When I talk OTT channels and networks, I mean they sit over the top of linear broadcasting channels, and they still get you in front of people globally. In fact, you've got more chance of being seen in this non-traditional role than you might in a 30-second reel on a national TV show. And you get to say, do, and create the content that sits behind you, your vision, and your mission. So, as Shannon said before, I got into non-traditional media in a really strange way. And did I see myself in this position years ago? Hell no. I was an introvert. I still am an introvert, and I still get nervous before interviews. I still get nervous interviewing people, but I know that outside of me, there's a bigger mission, and I know that if I show up as the imperfect interviewer and business person that I am, that gives you, the audience, permission to do the same thing. And what I'm saying is, don't wait for traditional media to pick you up. Shannon can help you with that. But if you want to get going and create your own shows, your own content, your own video, your own audio, there's space, lots and lots of space in non-traditional media to do that.
Amen. That was so well said, Toni. I'm just like so thrilled that you're here, because we have this power unlike we've had before.
Correct.
To really have influence and have an impact. I know I didn't bring this up in the beginning, but Toni, you're really passionate about helping women entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
And that's a lot of what you do. Can you talk about that and with this
Women
media?
Thank you, Shannon. Women hold a special place in my heart because for millennia we have not been respected, chosen. Our stories haven't been told to the level that they should be. And I actually feel that in the next 10 years in particular, we will see amazing women rise and start to have businesses and conversations that matter and change the trajectory of the planet. So one of the reasons that I actually got into my co-hosted online broadcaster programs was because of women. And I got women in business saying, I'd love to do this, or I'd love to produce shows. I'd love to be part of a series. I want to talk to more people about what I do and what I'm passionate about. And then they'd say, I'm too busy. I'm terrified of being on camera, and I don't know what to do. So that was the start of creating these packages. And what we do is it's a done for you and done with you process where I take the angst out of it and help you create a series of shows, particularly around business, although it doesn't have to be around business. It can be around a brand, it can be around a book, it can be around a non-for-profit. The creativity is open to interpretation. And because it's my channel, my network, and my platforms, you get to choose what that looks like. So I've done series with amazing American healers around crystals, crystal surgery, energy healing. I've done shows with real estate owners who work globally and source properties from Australia to Israel and back again. I've done shows where I've had a passionate business owner that's developed a course that helps people in a particular way. So it's open to interpretation, but for women, I actually want to change the tide of what we see currently. So I'm not sure if you're aware, I am sure you're aware, Shannon, that the majority of networks, channels, and shows are male based. So I want to flip that script. I want more women showing up, and I want to create a safe space where they can talk about what they're passionate about, their business, their life, their story, whatever it is. And I want to hold your hand in that process, and we produce a series of shows around you and whatever it is that you want to talk about. So that's how non-traditional media can do it. If you were to approach Netflix and say, I want to do a series on XYZ, the odds are not great that you'll get picked up. Absolutely, there's people out there that do that. Absolutely, that happens. But if you don't want to wait and you want to get going and you want to do it in a safe, informed place where you get to learn and grow with me and I hold your hand and do the rest, then I've got a solution for you. It's as simple as that. And of course, my mission is to help as many women as possible not feel so terrified in front of a camera. And do I know about that? Absolutely. I am a middle-aged, imperfect woman. I have a facial defect. And if I can do it, damn straight you can too.
Wow. So I just wanted to say one of the things that, somebody might be thinking right now, well, I can go start a YouTube channel. And
You
why
can.
I think this is so significant. One is that they can work with you and you can guide them on that. But why this is so
Absolutely.
special, what you're doing, Toni, is that when you become a part of a network, you have community helping
Yes.
you build the audience, helping you
Yes.
open up new marketplaces, and you strategically help them drive new revenue. And
Absolutely.
so that's
Absolutely.
really powerful. And what got me excited about, oh my goodness, this is exponential, because it's a lot of work to do this, as
It
you
is.
you know. But when you
It
can
is.
have somebody holding your hand and guiding you, and then you have this collective working together, wow, what power, Toni.
And Shannon, that's part of it. So we actually partner with Shannon for
Oh,
particular clients, and she does the traditional portion of what you would consider PR. And you combine that with all of the socials, all of my networks, and you're actually leveraging what I've created to help elevate you and your business. So it's actually very collaborative. I've got lots of partners that deliver elements of the program we do, and that's important because not only does that introduce you to more people across the globe, but you get to work with people like Shannon as well, and you get to experience what that's like. So it's a multifaceted, multi level, all encompassing package, and you get one on one time with me, and then we go and create what you want to create. Shannon, some people actually want to do a webinar series, and so rather than try and figure it out themselves, they'll go, okay, I want to do a 6 series webinar on ABC. I'll do the strategy, the planning, set it all up, schedule it all in, get all my ducks in a row, and off we'll go. And you will have a professionally created webinar series if that's what you want to do. So you see, again, Shannon, the creativity and scope around non-traditional media is the best I know and gives you so much scope to create in that space. And for women, we are creative by nature. For women, we birth babies from cells and we grow them unconsciously. There's no conscious thought that goes into growing a baby. It happens. And I think that women have forgotten how creative they can be. And so that's why this is such a fun space. And again, not only are we creative, as women, we're relationship based and it's about building relationships. And part of what I do is to introduce you to key members within my network across the globe that might help inspire you to do other things within your business. So that's part and parcel of what I'm aiming to create, and create this space where women get to play as women. They get to enjoy their feminine energy and build the life and business that they deserve. Because, Shannon, you would know that with success, doors open. And I want more doors opened for more women across the globe in the next 10 years to change the way the planet exists at the moment. We have to change. There's so many projects out there that need working on. And the more you empower, inspire, and encourage women to live abundant lives around their life path and mission, the better the world gets. Don't you agree?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. What just came up for me as you were sharing was the couple things. One is,
Mm-hmm.
we all know, we may or may not know Brendan Bouchard, who wrote The Golden Ticket.
Mm.
And he talks about in some of his initial training how having that video sequence, he would do it as an opt-in or a giveaway,
Yeah.
right? So imagine 6 videos. This
Yeah.
is something where they can follow you, get to know you, and something, once they get to
Yes.
know you around that spot, helps them become a high ticket customer. So as
That's
soon as you
right.
said, I was like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Like, we could just hire you and create that initial piece, which is powerful. But also from a media magic standpoint, a lot of that media wants to see you in action. So
Yes.
to be able to have you coaching and guiding, and them to be able to share that in their press kit and share that
Yeah.
in the media, can really make a big
Yeah.
difference.
And once you've actually done the show series in whatever format we determine is appropriate for you, we repurpose that. So not only do you get the whole show, you get little bits of it in audiograms and video bites and social media tiles, so that you not only get the full series, but you get bits that you can spread out over the next 12 months. Now, Shannon, I was having a conversation with someone last night on another interview, and we were talking about the number of times that people need to see you before they'll actually engage. And I thought it was like, under 20. And he goes, no, Tony, it's actually 32 times. 32 times people need to see, hear, connect with you on socials, 32 points before they'll start to follow and lean in and find out what you're about. That's a lot of content. That's a lot of times that people need to connect to you. So wherever you do it, just keep that in the back of your mind. And it's getting a little more difficult to play in the global sphere, so to speak, which is again why I do what I do, because people are finding it difficult to stand out in the crowd. But I know that each individual that I work with are unique, and it's my job to find that unique wisdom and knowledge and present it in a way that connects with people across the globe. Sounds really simple, but once you grasp that concept, that people just want to connect with you. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to show up. You don't have to say the most perfect words. You just have to appear, and people will connect. And video is one of the most powerful ways to do that, isn't it, Shannon?
And your voice, I'm sorry, Toni, it's so magnetic. I'm just like, it's just it. I think they did. I think I told you
Oh,
this at one point, that poopery commercial. Do you know what
yes, yes,
poopery is?
yes, yes, yes,
And they
yes.
were saying hiring somebody with an Australian accent helps with sales. And so every time you talk, I can see why. I'm just like, I just get drawn into, wow, this is I know it's
Oh,
beyond that. I know it's your heart. I know you're emanating this passion and this commitment and this love. But I do have to say, it's like a cherry on top. Your beautiful accent. It just
I
really.
can't get over the. It's still unfamiliar to me because I did all those years nursing and no one ever commented on my voice.
Really?
And in the last 3 years, people have just like, I could listen to you for forever.
Oh,
And I'm like, really? I bet my kids wouldn't say that.
oh, oh well, Toni, I am so thank you again for it takes we when we do our events, we look for particular people that that embody the spirit of collaboration. Obviously, you shared how you do that in your business,
I
but
think
coming
it's the
on the
best.
yeah, you're so beautiful in that realm. So we're doing the media panel on the second
We are.
day, which is April 28th. The event is 27th, 28th.
It's my birthday.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Birthday party. Um,
I'm going to share my birthday with Shannon at the team doing the seventh media magic. And what a great way to do that!
goodness, I feel so honored. Wow. And so again, this will be an opportunity. The first day, we're going to work with people on their expert power bio. The minute they sign up, there's
Mm,
already people now going through the 13 questions, answering them. And then on the second day, we actually start crafting your press release. Just before we'll be working on that, Toni.
yeah.
So I'm really grateful for you being on a panel and
Oh,
working collaboratively, but all that
it's
you're
such
doing
a
for this.
privilege to get to work with you and the team and to help people do these things. Like, these are skills that are not, you don't learn them in school, generally speaking. And they're kind of tricky to get right. Like, I don't know how many times I've rewritten my bio again and again and again, thinking, oh, it's not quite right. But that's part of why Shannon and the team do the Media Magic conferences, is to help people in those fundamentals. Because if you do it right, it has results, doesn't it, Shannon? Like, if you do it the way that it will engage media, be it traditional or non-traditional, you will get noticed by simply following certain elements that you have to have in a bio to make it work properly.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So beautiful. So I am thrilled. We will have. I also know you're doing a gift, but we'll work on that. So
Yes.
that all the attendees, it's so beautiful. Every single mentor and speaker is giving a gift. I think we totaled up over $2,500 in bonuses this morning.
Hey,
We were going through it. I was
that's
like, wow, this
awesome.
is really great.
Yep.
And Toni, how would somebody best connect with you? So I know that you have the done with you and the done for you type thing, correct?
Yep.
How would somebody
Absolutely.
connect with you if they, couldn't make it to Media Magic and they want to?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you jump onto tonilontis.com, TONILONTIS.com, on the website, there's contact forms, there's lots of information, there's lots of resources there as well. If you go to the resource page, there's lots of free and small priced items that will help you in many areas in your life. But there's a contact form there. On email, it's just info@tonilontis.com, and all socials. Wherever you find me on social media, you can connect with me. So Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn Message, Instagram, YouTube. You can leave comments on YouTube. The team will follow up on that for me. But please, lately I've started to get some really lovely emails from people just generally sharing about their life and their business. And do you know, I read every single one. I may not be the most prompt in replying, but I do reply to all of those. And if you just want to chat, there is a link on the website that takes you to my calendar and allows you to book in with me, be it a call or a Zoom. And I'd love to hear from you. Tell me your story. Tell me what your vision, mission. Tell me about your business. I love talking to women, obviously, but I equally enjoy talking to men. I've had some of the most delightfully awesome conversations with men in the last 2 to 3 months that have blown my socks off and thought, wow, we need more men like this across the planet. So connect with me any way you so desire. We are open to doing what works best for you. And best place, website, tonilontis.com.
Thank you so much. So There's no reason to be struggling or to be alone on this journey. Having a community of experts, like-minded trailblazers who will have the loving support for your
Yeah.
vision, like Toni does, provide valuable feedback, allow you to
Yeah.
be seen and heard, and
Yeah.
build a dream. Build your dream is key to your success. So that's why we hope that you will join us. We're selling tickets through the
Absolutely.
at MediaMagicBootcamp.com. Any final remarks, Toni, before we say
If
farewell?
you're listening and you think that this is not for you, I'm telling you, this 2-day Media Magic, the 7th Media Magic from Shannon and the team, is something you don't want to miss. And I'm assuming, Shannon, you've still got some tickets available?
Yes, we still have some tickets, and
Okay.
I think you still have a couple of
Okay,
tickets
I'll
as
follow
your
up.
purchase, just to
I
let you
sent a
know. So
lot I sent a lot out and said, "Do this. Come to
so
this."
so if somebody's watching, they could probably reach out to you. And
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
Two tickets left.
yeah, yeah. Awesome. All right,
Thank you,
Toni,
Shannon.
thank you so much for all you do. I can't wait to hear you speak and share all your wisdom. And with that, I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much, Shannon.